Robert Halfon, you're here today at the credit union in their merger. Places like this are really important, aren't they?
I've saved with Harlow Credit Save for years, literally years, because I've always believed it's so important. It helps people with their financial affairs, it helps people save, it helps people who are in debt. And what's brilliant about this, they've got a proper building right in the heart of the Harvey Centre. It's near the job centre, so people can be referred. They're working with the food bank and the hygiene bank as well, so that people can be referred from one charity to another, and it's a wonderful place for people to come to.
And the key phrase you use in your speech, which is alongside the story, is about financial literacy.
Yeah, it's absolutely important because the Prime Minister's talked about maths to 18, and this isn't about people sitting doing A-level. What it is about learning practical maths and financial literacy that helps them with bills, helps them out, people understand interest rates as well. And what they do here is they do a lot of financial advice, so it stops people taking out those some of those awful companies offering huge interest rates and really harsh repayment terms, and people often get into a lot of difficulty, and that's why places like Harlow Credit Save are so important. If I could just say a big thank you to the original founders of Harlow Credit Save, who started off, kept going for many years, and now they've joined with Plain Save. The future of Harlow Credit Save will be secure for many years to come.
A good news story, and let's go on to two other good news stories. Firstly, on Wednesday night, planning permission for a whole new school to be built on the Burt Mill site.
Yeah, that's millions and millions of pounds. It's really good news. The government is investing in education in Harlow. Loads of schools have had brand new buildings or other buildings attached, and we've got millions of pounds being spent on Harlow College, for example, one of the most successful, most incredible advanced manufacturing centres in the country, doing now electric vehicles, teaching our young people, giving them the skills they need, the green skills that they need for the future. So the investment in Burt Mill is fantastic. Burt Mill Academy is a brilliant academy. They do wonderful work with all the schools across Harlow. So it's well done to the staff of the school and the teacher support staff, Helena Mills, for making it all happen.
And if we continue to travel down First Avenue and towards the junction 7A, it looks like we're going to get that new hospital.
Well, I hope that when you travel down First Avenue today, you've noticed that they've been, thank God, dealing with all the potholes, and it's being closed in the night, and the ones by Sainsbury's are being fixed as well. It's been a long slog. I've worked incredibly hard to get the potholes fixed, but we've now had it was a great announcement about the new hospital only a week or so ago by the Health Secretary. It will start in 2025. Of course, it's been delayed because of COVID and the war and the rising cost of building materials because of energy bills. I think most fair-minded people can understand that. But the great thing is the hospital is happening. It's going to be built. It's been confirmed by the hospital management, the chief executive. They're really happy. I've worked for years, so much of my parliamentary life. And to be honest, whatever happens to me in years to come, or many years to come, the thing that is most important to me, of the legacy that I've helped, along with the hospital and many other people, the brilliant staff, the legacy that I want is that new hospital for Harlow.
Going back to your role as a minister, another busy week, and you were meeting with apprentices this week, and into my area of journalism apprenticeships.
Yes, it's been quite a busy week. It started off with a big debate I did in the House of Commons about students who are suffering from mental health issues, and it was a really quite a moving debate because many families came along who'd lost loved ones at university to suicide. And we're doing a lot to try and make sure that universities sign up to a mental health charter by summer of 2024. And then only yesterday I went to the News UK building, which is the home of the Times and the Sun newspaper and Talk Radio and Talk TV, and to meet incredible apprentices in journalism, in photography, in video skills, in digital skills. And this is the future, and the reason why it's important is because often people think apprentices are just the traditional crafts like electrical, plumbing, building. Those are really important professions, but now there are over 670 different apprenticeship standards, occupations that you can do, and these were amazing students doing level 5 apprenticeships, and they will get jobs in the Times. There was one amazing photographer that I met as well, and this is the future. And the reason why it's important is because I want to tell people of Harlow are considering what options to do for their future careers, and apprenticeship is really important. You can do them in almost every subject.
And did you get the impression with these young journalist apprentices that they were learning all the skills? They weren't, how do I say this, sitting there on a typewriter and with a notepad. They were having to learn a lot of skills across all the platforms.
So apprenticeships are about knowledge, skills and behaviour. So they're learning on the job, but they also have to do training with a provider, local college, or it might be an apprenticeship provider. So they had, and 20% of their time is with that college or apprenticeship provider. So it's a lot of skills that they're getting, and the person who's in charge of the apprenticeship program was also there, and he's saying these students were incredible, often sometimes even more successful than existing employees because they've got that great apprenticeship training. And they're, unlike students, of course, they're being paid. So of course, if you do an apprenticeship, you earn while you learn, you get a good job at the end, because 90% of apprentices who complete get good skilled jobs at the end. And those who are worried about university, you can do degree apprenticeships now. We've had 180,000 degree apprentices since over the last few years, I think since 2014. So I say to all the families and people, not just young people, but everyone in Harlow thinking of a career, an apprenticeship is an incredible offering.